Bernstein. What drives that car, though? Horsepower in nitro at best is a guess. There's no dyno that can handle those motors. The guess the last 7 years has been about 8,000 horsepower. But we asked the ESPN sports science experts to look in to nitro horsepower.
When the driver hits the accelerator, nitromethane fuel is pumped into the engine at a rate equivalent to more than 100 gallons a minute. That's as fast as attack fire hoses. A supercharger forces 50 cubic feet of air into the engine every second, creating such an intense pressure that the fuel nearly solidifies before it ignites and burns at up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The result are pistons that fire 150 times a second and up to 10,000 horsepower, more than 11 times the power than under a NASCAR hood.
Well, there's the scientific view, but then there are the hands-on experts. What do they think the horsepower is?
The biggest reason why is, the amount of fuel that we're able to burn. Once you lock the clutch up and you get down track with the amount of fuel that the engines can burn, and the timing that you run affects the horsepower. I would say it's somewhere between 9,500 and 10,000.
You look at it today, I think it'd be safe to say these cars might make over 11,000 horsepower based on the better superchargers that we have running 90% nitromethane, better cylinder heads, all that. So I think it's a pretty big number up there.
The superchargers are better, for one, and basically my engine burns probably 10 more gallons of fuel than it did in 2005. So, that's just power. That's a lot of power right there.
This is what's changed. It's once we get to 1.6 seconds, that's when we really feel it, and it sets you back in the seat. So 1.5 seconds in that area, we're doing 160 miles an hour. So just imagine getting hit with 5 Gs and accelerating hard through to 280. Now pushing 290. Now what makes that even more impressive, back in the mid-90s, we were 300, 400 pounds lighter. So we're carrying that extra weight. So you take 5 Gs, 300 pounds, do the math on that. That's 5 times that weight. That's some serious horsepower.
Yeah, on everybody else's car but Conrad. Conrad probably makes like 12,000 horsepower because he's Connie Coletta.
On the line right now, we got Spencer Massey alongside Terry McMillan. But if you look at the equation to figure out how they get this horsepower number, some of the teams actually put a torque meter on the race cars in testing, and they came up with numbers over 10,000 horsepower. We're going to delve into this a little bit more as the season goes along, but I'll tell you what, they make a compelling argument that these things are making much more than the 8,000 horsepower that we've been saying since 2005.
The number is just absolutely incredible. 8,000, 10,000, 20,000.
Yeah, the moment you say it's a lot.
Well, you're on board with Terry McMillan, 6 rounds out of 10, so their struggle may be over. Certainly it could happen very quickly. But he faces a real uphill battle right now. It's Spencer Massey, number 1 in the points, who's in the other lane. Only top field driver without a first-round loss this year. That record.
Oh, look at that.
377 with a 7. That is a track record ET. How about the speed as well, though? Track record speed, 328.6 miles an hour.
Actually just took it all, didn't he? Wow. Track record lap time and speed. Going forward with Terry McMillan right there. Look at Spencer just pull away. Wasn't even close.
Look at that, man. You got the vortices coming off the wing, the tires. What beautiful stuff.